Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, guys, we are going to be working on stuff and things. And I think we need to start to work a little bit more on Concorp itself. This whole general area around here, and also the golf course area, which Scar has been working on quite a lot recently. So I think the first thing we'll do is actually head out to the golf course, because there's a lot we need to do out there today. So let's go ahead and we need to grab some materials and head out to the golf course. Alright guys, so we're out here at the Concorp Country Club, and yeah, this is the area we're going to be working in right here for the putting green. But first I want to show you guys what Scar has been up to, so let's take to the skies here so that we can see. And yeah, you can see he's got the Country Club going up right here, which is going to house the pro shop and the locker room and stuff. He has a swimming pool over here, an ultra-realistic swimming pool, and he's also built like this deck which connects everything. So he has an ultra-realistic swimming pool over here. He's got some lane lines going in here. He's got the lane markings on the bottom side of the pool. And the idea is like you jump in here, and then you start swimming down to this side, kick off this wall, and then you go to the other side here. So that's pretty nifty. He also has some flags up top, which is quite nice right up there. Nice little additional feature. He's got some hedges around the side here, and of course the deck that runs all the way around the pool. So this is looking quite nice. This is looking quite nice in terms of the swimming pool for the country club. He also has done the front landscaping out here, which is looking nice. He's got some hedges, he's got some trees, he's got the manicured lawn out here. So this is also looking quite nicely. And here's sort of like the front of the clubhouse, so that's pretty cool. And then if we make our way around the back side here, make our way over here, there we go. Yeah, you can see the tennis courts. So these are the tennis courts we got here at Concorp Country Club. Only the finest tennis courts. Very fine. These are clay courts, by the way. Literally clay courts. But yeah, that's what we got here. So yeah, definitely did a good job there. You can see all the court lines, the net right here. And I think he's planning to actually have Zombie Cleo come in and do some of the her armor stand magic. And make like a little scene here with, you know, members playing tennis with like a slime ball as like the tennis ball. That'd be really, really cool. He also has some benches and a second court over here. So good times with Scar, doing a fantastic job here with the builds he's built so far. And yeah, we hope to sort of follow in his footsteps here in making the putting green today. So for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with what a putting green is, a putting green basically is an abnormally large green where golfers can practice their short shots called putts. So that is going to be what this is here on Hermitcraft as well. So essentially, players are going to be able to practice, you know, tossing pearls into the hole from, you know, a decent distance away. So this is like, you know, between 5 and 6 blocks if you toss it, or let's say the hole was here, let's say, and you wanted to practice like shots that were, you know, 15, 20 blocks away. So you come over here and then try and ender pearl into that hole. See how I was 2 blocks off? So that means I need to practice, basically. So like, if I come over here, let's try and aim a little bit higher up this time, like right there. Nope, too far. So yeah, that is the whole sort of point of this, to be able to have players practice very short shots, and even like right here is pretty tough. So especially if it's just 1 by 1, we'll probably make it a 2 by 1 like this to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, we want players to be able to practice getting shots into the hole. That was pretty close. That one was really close, actually. But yeah, that's why we're building the putting green, to have players be able to practice shots just like those, which I just practiced there. So yeah, in order to do this, we want to make the green as realistic as possible. So we're going to be, you know, making the green out of some green concrete powder here. And I've sort of laid out these bone blocks around here to sort of essentially make the outline of the green itself. So yeah, blocks will be sort of around like this, and out like this, and yeah, you can sort of see the pattern I'm going for right here. So yeah, that's gonna be the green here. Now we also have some cool areas like back here where it'll come underneath of the cliff Scar has made, which I think is really cool. It's almost like one of those fantasy mini putt areas, those mini golf areas that you guys might have played at. But yeah, some of the areas will go underneath the cliffs and such. And I think we're going to have like 4 or 5 different holes like of this size, so players can, you know, play some various shots from various angles. And we also might have bunkers like here, and I think the other one I was planning on is over here. just like small little bunkers so that players can practice shooting upward out of a bunker as well. That would be quite a useful thing to have, so players can practice, you know, hitting the flag from a bunker or something like that. So yeah, that's the plan for this area. We will have some areas of the green be higher than others, like this will probably be elevated one block here, so players again can have a variety of different shots from different angles and different heights. But that's sort of the plan here. Like I said, we'll have 4 to 5 holes, and I think those holes will be shorter, like the flags will actually be shorter than normal, because usually on putting greens the holes have flags which are only, you know, 2 to 4 feet tall. Actually, probably less than that, 2 to 3 feet tall, we'll say. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll build this putting green up. I want to make sure we get the outside of this right, and also make sure we get the structure of this thing right. So let me go ahead and get started on this, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so there we go. We got the putting green mostly complete here. So yeah, we got some miniature flags in here. We got the green of the concrete powder down. We got the green terracotta down on the outside, and a little bit of lime terracotta as well. And so the idea is players come on here and they try and make it into these various holes here. Just like that. Easy money. And so we also made, in addition to like the greens in the green area, like this, yeah, you can try a little bit of like longer shots. That was almost in. We also made the flags a little bit smaller than the other flags on the actual course because, yeah, it's a putting green, so the flags are going to be smaller. We got some bunkers in here, so you can practice bunker shots. So like, let's say you want to go to, let's say that middle hole right there. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty good. Then you just toss it in to complete the hole right there. So, yeah, it's a good way for players to get in here and like practice certain shots and, yeah, just become better at shorter shots to make better scores on the golf course. Oh, that was a miss. Let me try one more time. Come on. One time. One time. Oh, so close. So close. So I absolutely love this putting green. Really, really cool. It should help players a lot to help them practice short shots and throwing it into the hole in the 1 block gap, because that's where, honestly, like a lot of players, even in real golf, lose strokes. Like they get to the green and then, you know, they can't putt or they can't chip. So yeah, shots close to the hole are critically important. You can save a lot of strokes and make up a lot of ground on other players if you get good at short shots. So this will help players develop that those short shots here on the server. So yeah, I think this is pretty much done. The only thing we need to do here with the putting green is we need to fill in some solid blocks here. So we want to put the solid stone slab block here because there's this weird half gap right here. So we want to basically fill that in. But other than that, it's pretty much done. We also probably want to get rid of these torches eventually. But for right now, I'm going to keep them in just because I don't want mobs roaming around the area as myself and Scar are out here working on stuff. But yeah, other than that, I think it's pretty much done. So yeah, that's the putting green. Now let's talk about the next thing we're going to build here, which is the driving range. We're not messing around here today, ladies and gentlemen. No siree. We are getting going and we are making this driving range happen. So you can see I have a big pillar right here. This is going to be the front of the driving range, which is closest to the clubhouse. If we take a look here, we are at 990, so we're at 990 right here. There's also a nice cactus here, which provides a nice prickly experience on the driving range. We'll have to get rid of that, but the idea with this driving range, so if you guys don't know, normal driving ranges are usually, the tee box is usually a little bit elevated. It's a little bit higher than the surrounding area, so I've actually gone ahead and flattened out a huge area right here already. So you can see I took down giant mountains here, giant mountain here, giant mountain here was also taken out. So those have been leveled right here. We've also taken off some of the top down here. So this is where the terrain used to be, where these dirt blocks are placed. And then we're going to have another side of the driving range up here. So it's going to be one of those driving ranges where you hit toward other players, like really far away. These types of driving ranges do exist in real life, but they're much further apart. They're like 400 yards apart usually, so you can't typically hit to the other side. But I thought it would be fun if we made it so that you could. And one really cool thing that I added in this, let me see if I can pull this off. If you take a driver and try to hit it as far as you can with the trident here, let's see if I can do this here. That's probably going to be short, but I made it so that if you hit a really good drive, yeah, we're just short. We're actually right at the exact point of the other, like where the other part of the range is going to be. But if you hit a really far drive here, you can actually end up in the pool of the country club, which I thought was an absolutely awesome feature. There's a golf course near me that I've played where it's actually possible, like on one of the holes, to hit it. Like if you hit it too far, it actually ends up in the pool. I may or may not have done that once or twice, but yeah, I thought it was just a really fun thing. So you can actually end up in the pool if you hit like a perfect drive, essentially. So I just thought that was awesome. I really want to try it again. I really want to try and hit it into the pool. So I think it's 230 blocks. Let's see, we were at 990 before, and I think this is 760. Yeah, 760 on the z-axis. So it's 230 blocks from one side to the other, which is a pretty respectable drive. But like I said, you can sometimes go, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280 plus sometimes. So to the pool, it's 250 blocks. So that's a really good drive in this game. Let me see if I can actually get it here, though. You can just barely make out the pool. If I made it any longer, like the reason I didn't make the range longer is because if you made it longer, you can't like see what you're aiming for, but you can just barely make out the top of the pool right there. So let's see if we can do this. Oh, that might have it. That might have it. Go, go, go. So I want it to be fun like this. You know, we have just short of the pool. But yeah, if you have a perfect drive, you can make it over that into the pool, which is awesome. So yeah, that one went 250 blocks. It's like exactly 250 to this point right here. So if you hit this wall, you've driven it 250 blocks. And then of course we're gonna have the other like water trough here for the driving range right here, which we can then launch back this way to the other side. So that's sort of how this driving range is going to work. And yeah, the reason I cleared out, yeah, you can see right there, we went about 250 in the opposite direction. The reason we cleared out this whole area here is because we want the tee box here to be a little bit elevated, so we can see all the flags here and yeah, go to various, holes at various distances and such. I also want to be sure to add like a wide variety of holes at different distances. The flags I would like to be color coordinated so players can like tell exactly how far they are away. So we'll probably have like a 2-block thick flag with different colors on each side to tell roughly how far it is. We also want yardage markers down the center. So like right in here we'll have like yardage markers that are sort of sticking out of the ground. Not quite as prominent as like these pillars here, but still somewhat visible because we want players to know how far they've thrown it. And that way they can improve their trident tosses. So yeah, let me go ahead and keep working on this area here. We got a good start with all the terraforming we've already done. And now we just have to actually make the tee box here. And same thing on the other side. And then we also have to add the greens and the targets here at the driving range. So let me get started on this and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've been doing a lot of landscaping here at the driving range. And this is what it's looking like right now. Looking from the primary teeing area over to the secondary teeing area over there. You can see we've actually raised up this entire area here by a couple of blocks. So if we get back here, you can see it's a little bit elevated relative to the rest of the course area here, the driving range here. And so, yeah, that is intentional, so that we can sort of look out and you can see like all the flags, or where all the flags will be to aim for. And so the way this thing works, you get in here, you aim your driver or, other club here to aim at a flag stick, and then just throw it like so. And that one's probably going to be hopefully pretty far, but we should end up very close to the next teeing area. Yeah, right here. So actually this block right here is actually 250 blocks. So yeah, anything beyond that is a pretty good drive. So we had a decent drive there, and then over here we have the exact same thing. So you can see if I just get up here, let me get some rockets here out of my shulker box. There we go. Just like that, and we'll just pick this right back up. There we go. So yeah, you can see this is sort of the exact same thing. Big long water trough right here you can shoot out of, and you can aim back down the driving range toward the other area down here. So yeah, that's pretty nice. The next thing we need to add, now that we have this teeing area and a lot of like area nearby it, next thing we need to add is, first of all, a pathway leading to this area. So we need to add a little pathway coming from here turning right and then basically like stepping up onto this area here. We also need to put in some tridents, so we need some tridents here along with some ender pearl dispensers, so people actually have ender pearls to use here. Then we need to add targets. We need to add greens and flag sticks and flags right here so that people have targets to aim toward, because it is supposed to be like a driving range after all, right? So yeah, it makes sense to have like miniature flags and stuff there. And then we also want to add distance markers so that people know exactly how far they have thrown their ender pearl on the course. So yeah, you can see another one right in the middle of the green area here. I'm going to see if I can get one in the pool. I really want to get one in the pool here. There we go. That's going to be in the pool for sure, right? I think so. Or close to it. Oh yeah, on the deck. Haha! Nice. So that was probably like 260, 265 or so. So yeah, you can indeed reach the pool, just to show you guys. So yeah, next step is going ahead and adding the greens and the flags. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so we've made some significant progress here at the driving range. As you can see, we have 9 different greens and 9 different flags that players can fire at now from both sides of the driving range. So yeah, looking good there. And you'll notice on the flags on these greens, there's 2 different sets of wool. One set is for the part of the driving range over here. So this is the one that faces south, I believe. Yeah, one's facing south. So for instance, like this one has a red flag on this side, but if you look at it from the other side, it is blue. And we also changed the colors of the banners accordingly as well. And that is sort of to indicate distance. So the red ones are the close ones. So that's within 125 blocks. So all the red flags you see here are within 125 blocks. All the white ones out there, those are within 125 to 175 blocks. So there's 3 white flags, and then there's 2 blue flags, one way out there, and then the other one is, if we get over here, I believe, yeah, another one way out there, which are over 175 blocks away. I think in this case, some of these are like 220 or so blocks away. So yeah, it gives you sort of a good idea of like how to play a shot to each one, like which club to choose. So like the red ones, you choose like either a throw or a wedge. The white ones, you'd probably use either a wedge or an iron. And the blue ones way out there, you'd probably want to use either an iron or a driver to reach those. So that's pretty cool. We also have the numbers here. The numbers are just the blocks from this tee box up here, this part of the driving range up here. I'm only going to do the numbers in one direction. And so we have 100, 150, 200, 250, and then 300 up here as sort of the final marker in the gold. And we do need to extend this driving range tee box a little bit because you can throw the ender pearl like all the way out to here, close to this 300 mark, and maybe even beyond the 300 mark. You can see this is my longest drive right here. Ended up right here at 285, which is way beyond the 250, like another 30 blocks, 35 blocks beyond the 250 up there, where the current extent of the tee box is. So we got to extend this. We also probably want to replace all the sand with some lime terracotta as like, you know, like a big fairway area. Like we want to make sure this is like really well maintained. There's a little bunny rabbit hopping by. And then we'll put like a few bunkers around here just to make it a little bit more realistic as players are playing to each hole. We also want to add a big net, at least on one side. I'm thinking this side right here. It's like we'll have a big tall net on this side out of cobwebs. So we need to get a bunch of cobwebs and things. And I'm thinking on these markers here, instead of having the numbers oriented vertically, I'm thinking we have them potentially, we might want to do something like this instead. So have them like down on the ground instead of like vertically up. Because right now, if we have them all like this, they sort of like dominate the landscape a little bit. But they're also quite easy to like read. So let me know what we should do. Should we do the vertical numbers like this or the horizontal numbers like this? So in fact, I might put a poll up on the screen for vertical and horizontal. So vote in that poll depending on which one you guys want. And that's the one we'll go for. That's the one we'll go for. So yeah, still a lot of work to do here. I also want to show you guys the interior of the clubhouse because Scar has been working hard on this. I got to also be a little careful here because I don't think... Oh, he actually has put carpet up there now. Fantastic. So yeah, take a look at this, guys. Look, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You got a little lounge here, some couches, some chairs, nice little table right there. We got this like little bridge structure inside, which is fantastic. We got some cacti, we got some plants, more lounge chairs, couch down here. We got the pro shop area. We got some gear here. We got some golf bags here, actually named golf bags, which is awesome. Some clubs here. We should probably replace some of these with tridents. We do have a few tridents to spare. More golf bags over here. Got the cash register here, which is nice. Man, Scar has done a fantastic job here. There's also, I believe, a restaurant on the opposite side here. Make our way through here. Yeah, another couch here. Yeah, at a restaurant here, serving some cakes, some potatoes, some fish. Let's see, we got some steak and some mutton over here. Some dessert going on here, some cookies. And then, of course, the cake. Always got to have the cake. Yeah. Very, very nice. So, yeah, Scar has done a fantastic job with the interior here. I think he has a few more things planned in here. And we also are planning something. We want to make a zoomed out map of the entire course, potentially. And we're probably going to put that right here. I think this will probably be enough room. We'll have to make the map zoomed out, though. But that is what we're going to do right now, actually. We're going to try and make a zoomed out map of the entire course. And there's no door over here anymore because we have the pro shop here. So let's go out this way. So I'm going to sleep through the night, and we're going to fly around and hopefully make a complete map of the golf course as it currently stands. So let me go ahead and sleep here, and I'll be right back. So guys, we are on the first tee right now, and I'm loving the view here. We also updated the maps here, so you can now see on this map at the first tee the tennis courts, you can see the clubhouse, you can see the putting green we just made. The driving range is this little speck of green here off the side. And we also filled in some caves and stuff with sand in this section, and I'm thinking we're going to move this this fence right here we have going on. So this thing right down there, we'll probably remove that soon. Because we're going to have a whole bunch of decoration and stuff around this area, and also move this portal. But for right now, I'm thinking we want to make two different maps. We want to make one map of the clubhouse area itself, and the driving range, and the first tee. So like this whole section right here would be maps, that whole section. We'll put that in the clubhouse. Then we also want to make a zoomed out map of the entire course, which is what we're going to do right now. So I've made a new version of this map, and we're going to surround it with some paper to zoom it out. This is how you zoom out maps in Minecraft, just like this. Bada boom, just like so. And I'm thinking we're probably going to need the third zoom level at least. Maybe even 4, because this course is very, very spread out. Yeah. Let's try this third level and see where it gets us, and we want to be able to map out the entire course. So I'll fly around a little bit, try and figure this out, and then we're going to put the map down in the clubhouse. Alright guys, so we got a map complete here. So here's what the map's looking like. So you can see, yeah, this is the 3 times zoomed map, I believe. Yeah, so 1 less than max. And I think it's a little bit too zoomed out. You can sort of make out like the first hole here. You can make out the 7th hole right here. The 9th hole obviously right here going across the water. And yeah, this is the Concorp logo as well in case you're wondering what this thing is. But I think this is not quite detailed enough. I think we want to go 1 level less than this. Like maybe like the 1 to 4 zoomed out map would be good. Because this one, you have like the holes, like if you try and mark out where the holes are, it overlaps a little bit, and you can't really read the logo that well, and some of the holes, like this 4th hole, you should be able to see this pretty well, but it's kind of gets lost a little bit. So I'm thinking we go ahead and just start over, essentially, here, and take down these maps, and throw them all out, and, yeah, make some new maps. Also throw the crafting table, because why not? Alright guys, so we got the maps done. So here is the map of the clubhouse area. So we are right there currently. And yeah, you can see the entirety of the clubhouse, the tennis courts, the pool. We got the big driving range right here, which we worked on today. We got the putting green right here. And then the first tee is right here. This square right there is the first tee. So that's looking fantastic. And we might also put down like banners underground to mark things out. And then we hit the same thing on the other side. And this can be like sort of a guide to the golf course area, like to the amenities in the club. So that's fantastic. And yeah, we also, I want to show you real quickly here, I put some Concorp logos on the outside of the country club. So we got Concorp on the outside here and over here as well. Looking pretty nice, so that's fantastic. If we make our way down here through the pro shop area and just skip on over here, we also have the zoomed out map. So let's just make our way down here. And yeah, here we go. So cool. So here we are at the clubhouse right now. We're on the range right now, but the first tee right up there. So first tee comes down here, then we got the second tee. Second tee goes over to here, to the third tee. Third hole is right here through this village. Fourth tee right here comes down this way. There's a split fairway down here. Fifth tee goes up to the island. That's the par 3. Sixth tee is par 4 over to here. Seventh tee goes over to here. Eighth tee goes through the mountains. And then the ninth tee is that big long par 5, which goes all the way up there. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. You can sort of see like how it flows, like how the holes go and such from this vantage point, which is awesome. And of course we got the big Concorp logo right there in the center, which you can now read since we're at the next zoomed in scale. So that's pretty cool. I'm liking it. So with that, guys, I'm going to have to call that an episode for today. We got the putting green done, and we got the range started, as well as mapping out quite a number of different locations on the course. So yeah, things are looking up here at the country club, and we also got some facilities and now an interior to the clubhouse. So yeah, lots of progress today, and yeah, hopefully even more progress on the next episode. Anyways, guys, for now, please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And also check out the merch shop if you want some Concorp gear. Anyways, that's it for me. Thanks again for watching, guys. This has been Cobb. Goodbye.